Hi everybody and welcome to the Bad Friends Club podcast, episode 11, which is actually my lucky number.
Loki, this is the first time in your life you ever done it right. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, because 11 is my lucky number.
Weekly podcast between two best friends
It's
with no
angel
boundaries.
number.
What the fuck is an angel number?
It's like when you see 1111, and I always text my babbi, which is like sister-in-law in Indian, or my best friend, not you, a text saying 1111.
Anyway, sponsored by cheekzebra.com, the world's greatest card shop, and
Ratchet Clothing, who have just released a suicide prevention collection / mental health collection. Oh, I'm not wearing it right now, but I was at the gym.
Excellent. Well, if you're going to start talking about it, do you want to talk about it for real?
Oh yeah, so basically, when
First of all, can you explain what it all means? Sorry, I got confused when I was looking at
So
stuff.
the collection is solely based on suicide prevention because it's Suicide Prevention Month in April. So when this will be released, it would have gone past. But we're kind of like doing it so it's like a forever thing and not just for a month. Like it shouldn't just be spoken about for a month. It should be a normalized conversation on
Stuff.
yes, deep stuff. So we're kind of like just trying to portray that conversation into a clothing garment. So like one of the designs that me and Caitlin came up with was, it was like a rainbow and it basically just says like, I forgot.
Oh, for God's sake.
Caitlin, what does it say?
I was really trying to have your back here.
No, it's just because I've just been to the gym and my head is killing me.
Guys, I've just been to CrossFit and you won't shut up about it.
No, so basically it says stay because you don't know what tomorrow will bring, and it's got the suicide prevention telephone number.
Guys, he's laughing because he can't remember. He's not laughing because he's got no heart. Are you alright? Should we start again?
I'm sorry, it's just because this makes me nervous when I talk about stuff like this. Because I don't do it.
So now you're just going to nervous giggle the whole way.
So yeah.
Guys, this is Dylan's coping strategy. Right.
Yeah, my coping strategy is just laugh. But to be honest with you, considering it's the first collection that I've launched since I lost my Instagram page, which had like 65,000 followers on it, this has been...
It didn't. It had 62. Just saying.
63.
Okay, but just
I
thought
wanted
it should
to
be
round
factual.
it. But it's been my best-selling collection to date, even with 5,000 followers on my Instagram page.
Do you know what? I think it's because you actually just put so much effort into it. Like you and Caitlin properly.
I did. Like me and Caitlin
actually, were
legit
put so much
depressed.
thought into it.
Yeah, we were sad when the Instagram got deleted. We basically just she didn't cry. She don't really care as long as she gets paid. But I basically just cried to her and said, "Make me something now. That would be good." And we came up with that.
Well, what I wanted to ask you, because like, first of all, I didn't really know it was like a month, because I just don't know a lot of these things. But one thing I didn't get that I actually thought was quite sweet was the whole like, can you explain the whole like semicolon situation, please?
Yeah, so basically I was educated on this by Caitlin. Caitlin's been like the sole...
Loki, why do I feel like we should just get Caitlin here right now to explain it?
No, I can explain it to you.
Okay, go on.
So it basically means that your journey's not over yet. So you know like when you have like a sentence and then you put...
I'm so sorry. It's the fact that you had to say when you have like a sentence, why so dumb? I can't be around you.
Basically a semicolon stands for your journey not basically being done yet.
So so the idea being that like it's not a full stop, it's a pause, like, and it's a to be continued.
It's a pause, deal with your shit, let's like talk about getting over it and then just continue.
Do you know what has actually been sweet though is that before we started this episode you've just been sitting here like replying to people and stuff, and you've had like loads of messages, which actually sounds quite cute, because I feel like I need to say this because people know that you just sometimes I don't think you come across like you have a soul, and you actually do. Like you've just sat here for ages like replying to people genuinely.
The thing
is, you get nervous and you giggle.
No, I do get really, when people speak to me in person or they cry, like I'm just literally picking my skin because like it's making me anxious just thinking about people talking to me about
it's not because you don't care, it's just like it's because it's just your nervous reaction.
But I just don't know sometimes what to say. So, but no, it's been great, and we've raised a lot of money for charity.
Have you decided like because I know you and Caitlin were looking at who you're going to give like stuff to? Have you decided which charities yet, or you figured it out still?
Samaritans.
Yeah.
and then we want to donate to we're still trying to find a kids,
like a mental health kids charity.
a kids mental health charity.
Do you know what? If anyone's listening, actually, if you've got any suggestions of charities that you know that do good stuff.
Because there's a Samaritans helpline that we put on the back of the hoodie, isn't it? Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
No, that's actually quite sweet from you. Love that. Now let's talk about me. Thanks.
What have you been up to?
Oh, no, nothing. I've looked at the notes and it's like, why is this our lives, right? Basically, it's like, so Dhillan's been to Paris, Dylan's gone to see Lizzo, Dylan's gone to see Chris Brown, and then it's like...
A recent collection. I've released a Depop.
For fuck's sake.
And then Sasha's... She's in that girl era.
I don't even know what that means. I think you just said that because we had nothing to say.
No, so when we had the initial call...
Guys, I know this doesn't come across, but we do actually try and plan these things.
No, my shit's planned. It's just Sasha. She's just a bit dry at the moment. So, you know, there's a phrase called the it girl era or the pretty girl era or something. I'm not sure. It's a somewhat girl era. And I just feel like recently you've been like moment. Happy.
Is it because like I've been through a breakup and then you go through like your reinvention phase? Is that what you're feeling for me?
I feel like you're like glowing up again.
I'm taking some fashion risks. Did you see in my Insta where I look like a flame? Did you see it?
Risk
Did you see it? No, not now.
Oh.
Don't be mean. No, right. So guys, I brought these bright orange flares. Did you see them?
I saw.
And I wore a yellow t-shirt. And you know the flame emoji?
Oh yeah.
Did you not think
It's
I looked fire? Fire, like a bonfire. Sure. So no, do you know what's happened though recently is, you know, since remember I had the stylist appointment when I started sending my nudes? Remember that one, doesn't it? So I was thinking about it. My weight actually, I probably gained a bit. So if anything, it's like I'm a bit bigger than I was like a year ago. But I just really feeling myself. And I think it's because I'm wearing clothes that fit a bit better. I've got some bright colours. I've got some fake Beyonce hair going on. And I really think that's what's made a difference.
Good.
Also, a diffuser.
What's that?
I blow my hair like upside down with this thing that you put on the hairdryer.
Oh, with little spikes.
And then I have more bounce. And I woke up this morning, I went to the kitchen, I was like, guys, I'm just so attractive. And I was just like feeling myself. And then imagine like my mum and Margie just were quiet. Nothing.
Oh, that's really good
they were
energy
just,
though.
I was just like, guys, don't you think I'm just so attractive? And then they just carried on eating their breakfast. Nothing.
I'm pleased for you.
I'm just very much in this mood. Is this what it's like to be like you? When you're in your hot girl moment, boy moment, you know, like when you get your nips out all the time.
I don't purposely get my nipples out all the time. I made sure I wore a vest today to cover, but no.
Guys, wait, let me just tell them before we were filming this, Dylan had to go to CrossFit, and then he was like making himself a vest, and I was like, why making yourself another vest? He's like, because the one I made before was a bit too hoary even for me.
The one I wore before was showing a bit too much. But then when I took my top off, it had like the National Suicide Prevention number on the back. They were like, is everything okay? Yeah. I'm like, no, it's for anybody who wants
You were like, no, I'm trying to help others.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you.
Don't ask about me, I'm trying to help you.
But no, I feel like when I go to the gym, I like to like show my body off. But in person, I'm like really shy, so I don't want to like...
Yeah, this isn't true because the last episode you fully had your nipples out.
No, I did, just because you wanted to see my tattoo.
And your nipples?
Anyway, talking of like feeling good and shit, going to a Lizzo concert makes you feel real good.
Can I just say that Lizzo's personally actually helped me just like love my skin? Because she actually makes me feel so sexy.
It was like a huge... massive therapy session.
Was it amazing?
Like she just like everything was just good vibes. Like the music was obviously really good. Like just seeing people who are more relatable on stage.
It's important.
It's so important.
Do you know one of like, actually we should talk about this because obviously you have experienced body dysmorphia and had periods of time where you
still.
Yeah, it's weird because right, can you just explain it? Because you know how you look good now?
Yeah.
Not that, no offense, but like, you still have body dysmorphia, but then you know when you're like joking and you're like, oh, I look really good at the gym and I've shown everything. Can you just explain how that all makes sense?
Yeah, so basically it's true. So how I see it, like when I've gone to the gym or like when I hardly wear any clothes, it's where like you would probably think, oh no, like he's really comfortable in his body and it's like stuff. But if I get an angle and I'm uploading that angle on social media, that's what I look good in. But if it was like in person, real life, I would be like, oh, I want to like cover up. I don't feel so good. But when I look in the mirror, like after I've had a shower, I can't look in the mirror for too long because I'm like,
Oh, really?
It's so bad.
So you still have like...
I've never looked in the mirror and thought, wow.
Really?
Yeah. Like, oh, you've done really well. Like, you're... Like, I remember when I went through my cut and I had, like, abs. I was like, I still look like I can still pinch a roll here.
So basically, like, because I didn't think I knew this. Well, I think maybe I did. But you're still...
Yeah, remember that time
I do know this.
I messaged you and I was like, Sasha...
I do know this.
I said, I literally sent Sasha pictures of my back fat.
Oh my God.
And I was like, Sasha, how am I still fat?
I think it's important that we have this conversation because I think the side that people see of you is just like you being like, guys, why am I so attractive? Which is good energy.
I never have said that. Firstly, don't put words in my mouth. I've never said why am I so attractive.
I'll be honest, you haven't.
I'm just lying. You just say it.
It's because I've been saying it and I've been trying to make out that it's you. No, but like, you know, recently when you've been a bit more confident, like a bit more nungy, like naked in the gym.
Yeah.
I think it's important to say that like you'll have those moments, but then you'll still be like struggling with
like when I've got a pump, I'm like, I feel so good.
But then it like dissipates.
Then it just goes. As soon as I look in the mirror, it's gone.
Yeah, I don't think like I would have. No, I do know because obviously you sent me photos, but if you hadn't, I wouldn't have known.
Oh yeah, nobody would know.
Yeah, but I think that's why it's important for people to know.
I still don't go to a swimming pool without top on.
Really?
I can't take my t-shirt off.
Why so adorable?
Because I feel like my love handles are like hanging over my...
This actually makes me sad, but where I was trying to go with it is like, obviously, so you've struggled with it, and I've struggled with how I look too, but like what helps? Like what actionable things have helped you? So one of the things that's really helped me is I followed
Drinking.
like... Nope, shut up.
I'm joking.
Stop it.
I'm joking.
Stop it. Just give it crack.
Jam shed. Why?
Me like diabetes.
No,
but what you know what you were saying about on Lizzo when she's on stage and like seeing people who were like more relatable and just like living their best lives.
Yeah.
That low-key helped me because I ended up following loads of accounts of like girls that look more like me who were like living their best lives, and it made me feel so much more confident. That plays a huge part. Social media will kill you. So my For You page on like TikTok and my Instagram Explore page will be like people working out in the gym and they look like so toned and muscly. I'm like, I want to look like that. Like, I see it every time I'm on my Instagram story, every time I'm on TikTok, it's just like people lifting really heavy weights. I'm just like, I want to look like this. So I unfollowed so many people's fitness accounts that made me feel shit. Even though I can lift heavier than these people. We know. It still made me feel really shit. No, that's really true. So I think like you've got to do yes, that really helped me too. A cleanse. A social media cleanse. It's true. There was a woman, a really famous influencer who unfollowed Kylie Jenner because the men that found her attractive were the people that she found attractive, and she thought because I didn't look like her, no man will ever find me attractive. So she unfollowed Kylie Jenner because that like it mentally fucked with her mind that much. My friend does this thing when she's dating guys that she'll look at who they follow, and if they're following girls that look like very artificial, like very Kylie Jenner-y, and it's like 50 of them, and she's like, well, I don't. She's just like, well, I don't look like that, so I don't understand. Like, it's not gonna make me feel. Do you know what I mean? No, I get you. So then she like won't date them anymore. It's sad, but I think it is a work in process. I think anybody who struggles with like any kind of dysmorphia, it's something you've kind of just got to face head on, accept, and try and work with. Do you know what's been helping me a lot recently? Is this whole dressing like a traffic light. Right, hear me out. Every time, I know you don't really wear colour. No, I don't. Even though you have a big colourful clothing brand. But you know, like, the more outrageous my outfit, like, the more it looks like a rainbow vomited on me, the happier I feel. That's good. It's actually, like, getting a bit out of hand. Do you get people who, like, look at you and stuff? Yeah, I'm pretty sure people... Because I live in, like... I don't live in, like, the nice place. And so anyway, when I go to my local Asda... Everyone's the walk to your Asda is on the walk to my Asda, it's a bit sketchy. People are looking at me like, is she lost? I'm like walking through like Balamori. But also, just because like I'm on a vibe doesn't mean I'm suddenly a happy person. So I'm not, like, my face still doesn't match my outfit. I'm not smiling at you. I still got my resting bitch face. You still got your face, yeah. And then I'm just there like dressed like a banana boat. But honestly, I'd recommend it. It's called dopamine dressing. Oh, is it a thing? No, it's real.
Oh.
But I'm running out. I want to wear something really violently, like, outrageously bright. Like, I'm getting a bit out of hand. Like, I want to dress like an actual
Neon.
clown. Yeah. Everything. Okay, have you got any things for me?
I get, like, neon hoodies.
Yeah, I'll wear anything. I just want to look, like, obscene.
Okay, fair.
I'm just taking it a bit far at the moment.
Don't wear a neon dress to my wedding, though.
I will be. And I'll be wearing it to your funeral.
Which may come before my wedding. But no, I also saw Chris Brown, which was like the opposite of Lizzo.
What was the vibe at Chris Brown?
Well, to be fair, I didn't receive a lot of backlash from going to see Chris Brown, but for obvious reasons, because I'm a huge Rihanna fan, and that whole thing kicked off. A lot of people were just like, how can you be such a big Rihanna fan and go and see Chris Brown still? But I swear I only went for that one song, Forever. And I don't know how you're going to take it. Like, what would you...
No, but do you know what? I know this is awful. But like, can we just separate the things and can you just enjoy a song? Is that really controversial?
Well, I found it hard because a lot of people were like, why are you here? You shouldn't be supporting Chris Brown. But Rihanna accepted his apology. They got back together.
Do you know what? I just think people like, yeah, I get it, but also like we could be on everyone for everything.
Yeah,
do you know
guys,
what I mean?
don't hate
just
me, please.
let
I
him
just
live.
really wanted to go for one song. So that was fun. And then Paris for my mum's birthday.
Can we just talk about how your mum's such a vibe, please?
But can we also talk about that me and my family are so oblivious that there was a riot. People setting things on fire.
Shut up.
The streets were full of trash because they
they're on
raised the
strike.
pension age.
Yeah.
So we got there and we was just like, oh, like this must be what, because I've not been to Paris since I was 21.
So I've heard this. Wait, so people are on strike in Paris. So basically, to make a strike, they're just throwing rubbish everywhere.
No, they're on strike because they raised the pension age.
No, I get it, but to strike, what are they doing with the rubbish?
They've not collected the rubbish.
Oh,
So the streets.
No, because
think of India, times it by 10.
God, don't you think that India? Do you find this every time you go to India, your suitcase has a very distinct smell when you
As
come
soon
back?
as you step onto the plane when you're in the UK to India,
How would you describe the India smell? Because I'm not trying to be offensive to our culture, but
gutter.
it's strong. It is a
It's
bit
like
sewagey.
gutter,
It's
so
a little sewagey.
when you step outside, you smell like.
It's not like awful. It's
No, it
just
is.
no, it's not. It's just very distinct.
Mate, people are shitting on the floors, on the streets.
I mean, I don't know where your family
Shitting
live in
the
India,
streets.
but no one's shitting in my streets. Stop
Are
it.
you shut
Okay,
up?
no, they do a little
They
bit.
do. It's a third world country.
No, it's not. Not anymore.
India
No,
is
Not now.
because of the people in this country.
That makes no sense. Ignore
stole
him.
our shit.
Please just ignore everything that's coming out of his mouth. Anyway.
That's true, though.
Can you just go back to telling us about how your family's like oblivious? There's like riots going on outside, and you and your mum are just getting drunk.
So me and my mum, my dad, Ayushi and Katie just sat there taking tequila shots, like just having a vibe. Whilst there's a riot going on outside.
Love that for you.
So we had fun. It was really nice. And then I came back home. Just fell into like, you know, when you come back from somewhere really fun.
Do you have a massive come down?
When I tell you, I'm not even joking. I was telling Caitlin earlier on today, I drank on Saturday night, and this Sunday I had never felt so down in my life.
I think might need to stop a bit. I think just maybe a little break. Maybe. I don't know how to say this, but like you might have problems.
No, I've stopped.
Have you stopped?
But we're gonna talk about that the next episode on our journey of sobriety. I'm not being sober.
I don't think I could handle you sober.
I've been sober for
Remember when you did it for like 3 days?
48 hours.
How was no, legit, if we were being serious, what's the longest stretch you think you've been sober for?
Me, a week.
Shut up. In how long?
A week.
No, as in you've only been sober for a week in like the last year?
This year.
No, this year, the most you've not had a drink is 1 week.
I drink every week. At least once a week.
Okay, like how many, are we talking like 3 days a week?
Oh. Around between November and January.
Yeah.
3 to 4 times a week.
Thing is, with you, I feel like you don't just have one. It's like a bottle of Jam Shed. It's not just like a casual 1 glass of wine.
It's not.
I don't think you've ever had 1 glass
It's
of wine.
not.
in your
I
life.
used to come home after shift at work during Christmas period at like 7. I would go straight to my room. I won't eat. I'll just have a bottle of wine. Go to bed. do the same thing again.
Why are you so broken?
No, I'm working on it though.
Now, I went to the zoo. I don't have a segue, I just went to the zoo.
Is that for this episode?
I went on safari.
I really want to go.
No, it's actually really good. I went to well, it's alright, innit?
The infamous zebra on zebra picture.
Guys, I went to West Midlands Safari.
I'm actually quite pissed off you didn't get a more iconic picture. Like, you saw a zebra in real life and all Sasha was there like this, like...
Do you know how hard it was?
Like this.
Stop it! Do you know how hard it is to get a zebra to stop for you? The zebras did not give a fuck.
Should have just put your hand out with some food.
Obviously, that's what I was doing. They didn't want my food. I was actually really offended. I was like, you don't understand, we have a connection. You might not know about the card shop, but me and you, we have like a whole thing.
You had such a great opportunity for content. You should have taken a card or something. Just because you're on a date doesn't mean you start working.
Okay, thanks.
But no, it looked really fun. What was your favourite animal?
Literally, every time I do anything fun, the first thing Dhillan said to me is like, so you wasted another content opportunity.
It's true.
Like, not every day tell me the truth.
It is when you're...
No, I understand it's true, but not every day tell me the truth.
Yeah, I'm happy for you though. You went to the zoo. What else?
No, you're not going to ask about my date. Why are you so...
I did! How was the 6th date? Oh, go on, Sasha. Tell everybody the big news I've been waiting for.
Okay, so basically, no, because what if it doesn't mean what I think it means? Right, so I'm on my 6th date. Oh God, this is...
Can you explain
okay,
the text
no.
conversation?
So obviously it's a 6th date, and I've been trying to... I quite like this. Oh, no, he's all right in it. He's just chill. He's fine.
Right, so basically, I said to Sasha before she went on this date, I was like, Sasha, I know you and this guy are like fun and it's all vibes and stuff, but you kind of need to find out if you guys are actually swaying in the same way or if it's just vibes.
No, you were full on Indian. You were ask him his 5-year plan.
No, yeah, I did. I was basically just saying, like, Sasha, see what that's going on. Like, are you guys serious? Like, do you want to waste your time? I'm only looking out for you.
No, but like sometimes you might not know yet. It might just happen organically. It might not be like wasting your time. It might just be a bit soon.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it was too slow or too fast, but I'm just saying, like, 6th date, you would kind of know if you want to spend more time with this person.
So I was like, okay, cool. Because then in my head, I was like, my friend was like, do you think he's talking to other people? I was like, absolutely not. And then I was like, wait, what if he's talking to other people? I was like, I would have been so angry. And then I was like, but she was like, you wouldn't have a right to be angry. And I was like, I guess, because we haven't spoke about it. So then I was like, that was like my only mission, was to find out like if he was talking to anyone else.
It feels shit when you do find out.
Oh, and they are talking to someone else.
Yeah, that's happened with me and Ayushi.
Oh, so what happened? Did you just be like, can you stop?
We're on the 5th or 6th date.
Yeah.
We went for Chinese. She gave me her phone and was like, can you read this contract? Because I need you, and like, she must have thought I was dead smart. She was like, can you help me read this contract for my new job?
Do you know what's funny?
So
like,
she went toilet.
She
don't think that now. She went toilet. I'm like, should I go through her phone?
You didn't.
I only did.
Dylan!
No, you know when you swipe up and you can see all the apps open?
Yeah.
Her most recent app that was open was Bumble, and it said, you're all caught up now. Before.
Wait. So she was checking Bumble on her date with you?
She must have got in her car, parked up, thought, let me just see. Whilst I'm here, if there's anybody here I'm interested in. So she comes back, and I'm like, but to be fair, I'm still on Bumble too. At that time.
I thought you meant now. I was like, bro, you're
at the time, I was still on Bumble
Imagine
too.
you're on Bumble
but
now.
I thought, I've not checked this app since I've met her for the first time.
Have you really not? So
No.
since you went on your first date with her, did you air everyone else?
I did.
From the first date?
Because I can't give my attention to so many people. It's tiring.
No, low-key, I'm the same. Like, if I like someone, like, I can't, like, I have, like, tunnel vision. So I'm just like, I like you now. Like, I don't want to talk to anyone else yet.
No, I can't do, like, a pick a mix. Like, it has to just be one, and then I can just see it. Then I told her about it. I got really drunk one evening.
Yeah, so what date was
Obviously.
this? Like, so you didn't bring it up on date 5?
No, I didn't bring it up on the date.
Okay, yeah, fine.
I didn't say anything.
So did you go back and just message her?
So that weekend, I went to my nanny's house for the weekend,
Yeah.
and I thought, do you know what? Absolute cow. Who does she think she is doing that to me? But I had changed my pictures on Bumble.
Oh, no, that's worse.
Yeah, no, I wanted her to know that I can play the same game.
Oh, you're a child.
So then we both argued on the phone. I was like, why was you still going on Bumble on our date? She said, why have you changed your pictures? And then
that's worse because you were like actively...
So the argument was basically 50-50.
And then what happened?
The next day, we both got absolutely wasted in this Italian restaurant. Like, was practically lying, not like inappropriately, but like was just like gone out. And we filmed ourselves deleting our Bumble app off each other's phone.
I can't decide if that's really cute or really lame. It's cute, but why did you film
cute,
yourselves?
but lame.
Yeah, that's lame. Why
just to basically be a memory, like this is the day we thought we're not going to speak to anybody else.
That's cute though.
We also got matching tattoos in Iceland.
Yeah, okay, I'm done. Just too much happiness. Come on, makes me feel ill. Some of us don't even know if we're in an exclusive relationship.
No, but you are. But go on, tell them.
So then basically, I was like, So this guy, it's annoying because I don't know. Just don't listen. It's not for you. So this guy was basically like,
says that he's your biggest fan at the moment, and you know it.
Anyway, this.
And I love it. Do you know what it is with Sasha? She hates she hates knowing that someone's actually out there who likes her, who actually pays attention about her life, because she's not used to anybody actually caring about her. Especially the last ex, who apparently died and just never came back to life again. But this guy has actually made... I think he's the reason why you're in your it girl era.
I mean, that's a lot of credit.
And if he does something to you now, I would have slashed his fucking tires.
Can we just say, we filmed 2 weeks in advance. Imagine this comes out and it's like... imagine I tried to have like the Are We exclusive talk, and he's like, nah, I'm alright.
Oh, no. I think it would be fine.
No, can you not to camera and tell him what you'll do to him, please?
I'm going to slash your tires in your pickup truck.
Thank you. So anyway...
Down your throat.
Do you know what? I don't even feel upset. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we went on Zoo Day. Do you know what? It's so cute because like he picks me up from my house and he plans it and it's just like nice. Anyway, go on the date and I was like...
I feel bad because it's like this is the first time this has ever happened to you.
So why'd you feel bad?
Because you should have experienced like what it's been like before. Yeah, just...
Can we just move
on?
Do
your thing.
So anyway, shh. No, I've had like proper boyfriends before, but you know you're like a bit younger, so like you won't go to the zoo because no one.
Go on, just carry on with what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to justify my life. So anyway, I had a really nice time, but I kept trying to be like, hey, so talking to any girls, but you know how I'm so awkward. I just kept making, and then he just kept making jokes, and then I just kept making jokes, and then I was like, I can't tell what's going on.
I literally would have loved to have been there when so you awkward, had the conversation,
because we're both just, it's just very awkward. I was just like, oh, so other girls then?
Was you really?
And he would just look at me, and he'd be like, and then just like make a joke, and I'd be like, no.
But I think. I bet you're happier now knowing that.
Well, so basically I went home and I was just being an idiot, and I was like, look, by the way, just for clarification, are you seeing anyone else? Because I stopped, but if you are, then I'll just start seeing other people again too, because obviously I get loads of offers, thanks.
No, you don't do it like that.
Well, that's how I did it.
Oh, did you?
Because I'm such a freak. How was I supposed to do
You're a typical girl, like you can't just say something without having to like throw in your extra 2 pence again.
I was like, don't know if you know, but I look like a G-list Beyonce, so I'm going to be fine. Anyway, all he said was, for your information, I'm not talking to anyone else. Like, I don't want to talk to anyone else. But I don't even think he said I don't want to. He just said, I'm not talking to anyone else. And so then I was like, well, if he's not talking to anyone else, and then I'm not talking to anyone else, then that means we're like, Caitlin said it's called exclusive.
No,
And then
disagree.
Dhillan tried to tell me it meant I was in a relationship. Definitely does not mean that.
Exclusive means you're in a relationship. Exclusive doesn't mean because you're both not seeing anybody else doesn't mean you're both exclusive.
So you know how we talk about how
he could walk down the street and a girl could stop him and be like,
what's that look?
Like, do you want to go
what?
for coffee?
Excuse me?
And if he's like, yeah.
No, what? You can't do that.
Exactly, so you're not exclusive.
No, what? I don't think you're speaking English.
No, I don't think so either, but I just feel like...
No, so we're exclusive means that we're not seeing other people. It doesn't mean that we're together. It just means we're only getting to know each other.
Oh, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, but that's because you date Indian and I date Caucasian.
He's not Caucasian.
No, my style of dating is like less ethnic than yours. I like to date white, personally.
No, you can't say that, you idiot.
Why? Not
because
white.
you're not with a white guy at the moment and
I
you
don't
personally want to date white.
I don't mean white
You
people.
fucking
I mean, I
idiot.
have dated white people. I don't mean person. I mean, like, approach. I'm dating Western. I'm not dating Eastern.
Well,
Like,
Western and Caucasian are two different things.
oh God, stop. But also,
you digged yourself.
can you just leave me?
She's not going to be exclusive no more.
Right, serious questions though, please. If we could just talk about this. So, like, obviously you're gonna have a different opinion because you're Eastern, but like,
No, my family are Eastern.
no, guys, I don't think I realised, like, so on the scale of brown, you've got like
One
coconut
to
central, which is probably, I'm like past coconut. I would say I'm like here, and then you've got
Do it
like
as a 1 to 10.
then you've got 10, which is like, what's a TV show that we could do that would explain?
Anything on ZTV.
No one's gonna know what ZTV is.
Oh.
I was trying to think of a reference. Of like, I was gonna say like East is East, but that's not fair because obviously that's Pakistani. But like, what's like really Shilpa Shetty? On a scale
Shilpa
of 0 to Shilpa Shetty, you're like, so 10 is Shilpa. What's her name?
10 Shilpa Shetty.
Is it Shilpa or Silpa?
Shilpa.
10 is Shilpa Help Shetty.
Shilpa Shetty.
Can everyone try and say that 3 times fast?
Shilpa Shetty, Shilpa Shetty, Shilpa Shetty.
See how ethnic you are? I could never.
No, so you're like a 3.
I know, I'm a
out of
minus.
Shilpa.
I would say I'm a -3.
No, you got a bouncy bar here.
Yeah.
You have Shilpa here.
So what am I?
You're a 3.
And what are you? A 12?
An 8.
Yeah, I would say.
I've just been brought up in a very traditional way.
Yeah.
But well, my family was like slightly Western. They are Western.
More so than they were like a generation ago.
Yeah, like my Baji, who's like the eldest. Baji's like, how would you explain Baji?
It's not that deep. Just say your uncle.
My uncle. Like, he's lit.
Is he really fun?
He's so fun. He's like my favourite member.
Hang on, you can still be like close to Shilpa Shetty and be fun. Like it doesn't mean
No,
that
but
you
he's
can't.
like very relaxed. Like, if my grandparents were still alive now,
Would things be different?
it was so different.
It's the same for me though, because you know, if my parents didn't, so my parents had an arranged marriage and got divorced. If they didn't get divorced,
Yeah.
I would be Shilpa Shetty.
Would you?
100%.
But you'll be rich, I'll show you that.
I would be really rich, but my dad did pay child support. So anyway, moving on.
But yeah, to that.
Anyway, no, but my question was more generally on the stages of like seeing someone. So like, how does it? Obviously, it's different for different people, but because this is like my new little game, I'm trying to work out at what point is it like with boyfriend girlfriend? Like, how many dates is that? Obviously, you're not a good person to ask. Caitlin, do you?
No, me and Aisha didn't do it. We dated for quite a while before we said that we loved each other. Do you know where it was? Outside Revolution to Cuba.
Why are you guys so disgusting?
In a bus stop.
Of course. Did one of you throw up? If you told me that you loved me, I'd throw up.
It was the trashiest experience we ever had in our relationship. We were just at a bus stop and we were just, yeah, it was fun.
No, but what stage was that? How far along?
I would say like 4 or 5 months.
Okay, that's cute.
But we used to see each other every week,
Can
religiously.
I say, I'm doing really good at getting through these dates. It's only been a month and we're date 6.
That's really
That's
good.
very frequent.
That's really, really
That's
good.
very intense.
That is
a
6
lot.
times in a month.
Imagine seeing me 6 times a month. I could never.
I only see sometimes, I usually 4 times in a month.
Caitlin, obviously, we'll go back to the topic, but you know how, so Caitlin and Mike met when they were like 10.
16.
16, great.
10's
So,
a bit.
No, 10's fine if they're both 10. It's
10.
inappropriate if they're not, one of them's 15 and one's 10.
Primary school is 10.
I had my first kiss at 6.
Because you're a fucking whore. Was it with your teacher?
Why are you so sick?
Because you says like your home.
No,
like,
anyway, so Caitlin, hi. Do you remember when you and Mike said I love you? Okay, she said no. I was building that up to be a really romantic story and she was just not having any of it. Fine. We can move on.
Yeah. The next topic was actually pretty privileged.
Guys, I don't even know if we should talk about this because I don't know how. Do you want to explain yourself what you meant? Because I was like, go on.
Oh, so basically pretty privilege is when you kind of get access to things or receive things or you're trapped.
Okay, so basically, because
is
you...
trat a word?
I don't...
Treated differently.
Oh, Oh,
Because
you were
track. Because you was tracked
differently.
I think it
you
is.
were tracked differently. No, treated.
I think
Track's
it's
not
track.
a thing. Nope, not having it.
All right, treated differently because of the way you look.
So basically, can we just give some context? Because Dhillan doesn't care about this topic. It's only because recently you've got a bit more traditionally good looking, with your fake nose and like all your working out. I'm just saying. And your moth tattoo.
My nose, keep him out of it. It's like 2 years old.
He's not got his own personality now. He used to.
It's hollow. He's got nothing in here. It's just plastic.
Anyway, Dylan's had a bit of a glow up, blah, blah, blah. No one cares. But, recently he's been getting perks because of his new look. And that's why he wanted to bring up this topic.
With this new look, I didn't go undergo surgery.
No,
nose
I just
job.
mean your gradual body transformation. Like, you're a good looking guy now. When I
think
first met
have
you,
been for
you wasn't.
Like 8 years ago first met me.
No offense.
No,
Not wasn't,
I
but
can
you're just
take
better
that.
now. You're in your moment.
Because you were like stunning. We both were the level of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. We both was just a mess. Well, that's what happens when you run your own business.
We were literally in this room, we met for the first time. Two little sad, ugly children just sitting there.
Sasha's like, I want to sell cards.
And you were like, buy my t-shirt.
And I'm like, nah, fuck that. Pull them on t-shirts because I want to make some out of this meeting.
Whereas I'm like, I want to be friends. You're like, I want your money.
But anyway, have you had any pretty privileged experiences?
No.
Nothing.
No, like, I'm sure, I think what happened was I just noticed that as I got older, people stopped being as nice to me. Like, when you were younger and you're more attractive, when you're younger, I just noticed as I got older and started looking more like through my auntie stage, people just genuinely didn't smile back at me as much.
No, but the thing is, you don't actually look old.
No, now I don't. But like when I'm not in my great moment, I look a bit auntie-ish.
Oh, okay.
Like if I smile at people, they don't smile back the same way as when I don't look like an auntie, is what I mean. So that's like my version. But you tell us about your pretty privileged moment, Dhillan.
I had one recently at Chris Brown concert.
Which is why we're discussing it.
No, I didn't do this topic just to tell that story. I just thought you actually experienced it.
Oh.
I'm not desperate to share a story about how I got a free bottle of wine.
I literally thought this was the whole point of this whole segment.
No, because pretty privilege is an actual thing. Like,
No, it
people
is a
actually
thing.
have it.
Do you know what? It's just awkward in it because I can't be like, nobody wants to be like, oh, I think maybe, because then it's like, oh, I think I'm really pretty. It's just an awkward thing to talk about. But obviously,
everyone should have
it is a thing.
some confidence in thinking that they're... But the thing is, it's all about confidence. Because, if I was sober, I probably wouldn't have got it. So basically, I went Chris Brown and he had like an interlude. And I had finished a bottle of wine and I thought I could do with another one. So I went...
Stop. This is why you need help. And know what the worst part is that you say it like it's kind of, like that's not a normal sentence.
So I said to my sister, I was like, Katie, do you want oats? She was like, no. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll be back in a sec. Went down and the queue was so long. I thought, I'm not going to make it back in time. I was wearing a very flimsy vest.
Were your nips out?
They weren't out, but they could have been out. And there was like 2 managers behind the bar. And I was like...
For our audio
wine.
listeners, Dylan's
Oh, sorry, I
waving.
just waved. I was like, oh, can I have a glass of wine? Just a glass of wine. I don't want a queue. And they looked at me and they were just like looking at me dead funny. I'm like, fuck you then. So then again, I thought, oh, maybe I could just do it one more time. I was like, can I just get a glass of wine, please? Like, I don't want a queue. And then the managers were just like, come here. I was like, okay. And they gave me a bottle of red wine. I was like, how much? They're like, just take it and go.
I've had a thought that this might not be pretty privilege, but you might have just been really drunk, loud and annoying.
Oh no, I was by myself. I'm never that by myself.
Maybe they're just trying to get rid of you. Like, quickly.
No, I wasn't annoying.
Are you sure?
Well, you just shut on my experience of thinking I got pretty privilege.
If you're watching this, can you comment below as to whether you think Dylan experienced pretty privilege?
No, but I
or
looked
just
really
a
good. Like, I was a bit sweaty. I was dancing.
I feel poorly.
You feel for me?
No, I
Poorly?
feel poorly.
That's why I feel poorly every time I look at you. Fucking cow. Anyway, you ruined that for me now.
I love how sensitive
I'm
you are.
embarrassed. Which takes us on to the next.
Oh, that was beautiful from you.
Yeah, I know it was. embarrassing. So now not pretty privileged because obviously that doesn't exist. But
Not for you.
embarrassing stories. You can go first because I'm sure you got plenty.
I don't have any embarrassing stories.
You don't?
Nothing that comes to the top of my head. Like my whole life is just a general embarrassment that's ongoing.
I might as well just do this podcast on my own.
I mean,
do you want to hear mine? I'll tell you it anyway.
I know. Oh.
So I started
No,
CrossFit. I started CrossFit again. So I took like a break because they were doing some real crazy like mobility shit. I'm like, I'm not flexible anyway. So I went back for the first time and they're doing front squats. Yeah. I'm a back squatter.
Excellent.
So are you.
Okay.
Because we're powerlifters, you see.
No one's ever called me a powerlifter in their life.
Oh, well, I am anyway. And my mobility is really shit. And there are actually a few people who are going to listen to this who are actually into CrossFit.
Can you just, but for those people that aren't, everyone else, can you hurry up?
Yeah. So we had to do front squats and I was doing them. And like on my third squat, like my ass felt really cold.
I'm going to be sick.
And I was like, why does my bum cheeks feel so cold for? Like, I don't understand.
What happened?
When I was squatting, I obviously didn't realise that my joggers were falling down my ass cheeks as I was squatting. I was like...
Was your bum crack out?
The alarms. Should we just carry on?
Yeah, ignore the alarm, it's fine.
There's an alarm going off about.
It's because someone's trying to steal all of Dylan's clothes.
No, not just my bum crack.
What?
My ass cheeks.
Well, shut up. Where were your boxers?
No, like my joggers were on,
yeah.
but I wear a weightlifting belt. Yeah. So the belt kind of like got stuck on one thing. And as I was going down, everything else was going down too. And I had to do 6 squats, so I think 8. And I was like, third squat, I was like, there's no way I'm carrying on with my ass out. So like, I embarrassingly walked myself to the toilet, gave myself the biggest wedgie because I didn't want my ass to be out anymore.
You just like hiked them all the way
So I literally lifted them all the way up.
Did you have a camel toe like me?
I had major like camel toe.
Do boys get camel toe?
They get moose knuckle.
What?
It's called.
Sorry,
what? Moose knuckle.
What's a moose knuckle?
It's like
explain.
A moose knuckle.
No, can you explain?
A moose knuckle.
Why is it? I don't understand.
Wait, I don't know what a moose knuckle looks like.
What's a moose knuckle?
But it's like a camel toe.
So you know, like, I'm sorry to do this to you, but like, does it mean it just goes round your balls? Not your balls generally. I don't talk about balls.
Anyway, use imagination. And then I had to carry on. That was really embarrassing for me because I'm pretty sure my coach saw my ass.
My concern is, why did no one say, Dylan, stop, your ass is out?
Maybe they liked it.
Maybe it's pretty privileged.
But that was my embarrassing story recently in my life anyway. Anything else embarrassing? I don't really know.
One time I ate a contact lens.
Time's that hard for you? Yeah. That you needed to eat a contact lens?
Because I was just curious as to what it tasted
like.
like.
Sasha, so weird.
Anyway, this is why I don't share my stories, because that's the reaction.
No, that's not embarrassing. That's delusional.
You don't know what delusional means. Okay.
I do.
No, I know you don't.
It was the word of my day on my dictionary app, so I used it.
What does delusional mean?
It means like crazy. Like you're delusional because you think you're pretty. Good example, eh? That was good.
So I was thinking about doing a podcast on my own.
Just added Australian, man.
Okay, I've got a embarrassing story. Ready? I'll read this one.
Okay.
Okay, I need to get this in order. Right, so this girl was seeing current boyfriend not long after leaving ex-husband, so wanted to keep it quiet. Had sex in the back of his work van, got locked in, oh my God. Had to break a window to get out rather than call for help. Found out that he told his brother, who I was friends with, so knew quite well. Oh. No, that is embarrassing. If you're having sex and you have to smash a window to escape.
Well, why would you smash it? Just call them. Be like, can you let me out, please?
I do feel like you didn't need to smash that window. I understand you didn't want anyone to know, but I don't necessarily know that you needed to do...
Did she have to pay for the window? I want to know if there's a follow-up. Can we find out if she had
I'm
to
not
pay
sure that you needed to do, like,
damages?
Criminal damage. Right, what's the next one?
Deep.
You can read the next one. Because I enjoyed this a lot. This one really made me laugh. No, it's this one.
Oh, can I say the name? Because she's actually
No,
my
you
friend.
can't say the name. Definitely don't say the name.
Okay. Just started dating since getting divorced after 13 years.
Can we just say congratulations? We know I love a divorce. Congrats.
I don't have anything in my drink.
Just shush. Anyway.
Then she did the business last night and we was doing the dirty and he thought he'd smash me from behind.
Oh, hearing you say that makes me feel
Well, let's just say I had a ton of air farts.
Oh no!
It's come loose. Never wanted to die so much.
Oh,
my mum's
God.
gonna watch this, so she's gonna kill me.
She's gonna be like, cringe.
She's gonna kill me.
Oh God! I did ask her. I replied, and I was like, "One, this is like hilarious. Everyone's had this experience, I'm sure." And then, obviously,
No.
We've all been there. And then I said, "How did he react?" And she said he said, "Ooh, cheeky."
She shouted.
Oh God! No, that's not what happened. Okay. Anyway.
Which takes us to bad friend of the week.
Why? What's bad friend of the week?
I think it's the same, but oh no, we literally just told the bad friend of the week story as the embarrassing story.
Is that what we've done? Do you know what? I think maybe that's enough. What are these?
Oh, somebody said that they mistook their eye drops for nail glue. I
Sorry,
didn't have my
wait.
glasses on to read the label "Rest in Peace" Slasher, so she put nail glue on her eye, in her eyes instead of.
Fucking hell! Wait, can she see?
I don't know.
That
Maybe
seems
she's
quite
blind.
intense.
And then we've got fell over running. Oh, sorry, you were gonna say something.
No, it's fine. Fell over running for a bus, started doing some sort of interpretive dance instead. Do you know what my favourite thing is? When you do something awkward and you have to like try and style it out.
No, that's true.
Do you know what happens to me? Is that I fall over in public all the time.
So how do you style it out?
I don't. I just fall.
Do you just do like the worm?
I just wiggle my way out. Also, I have a bit of an awkward thing. So sometimes I can't cross the road, and if I miss too many chances to get across the road, I know all the cars are looking at me, and I get really embarrassed that I walk all the way down the street and pretend I'm going a different direction.
Oh, really? Do you know what I hate? When it goes red and you've got to cross the road and people are just like waiting for you to cross the road.
I find stuff like that really stressful.
Yeah.
I think there's something wrong with us though.
No, I think everyone feels like that.
Okay, well, bad friend of the week goes to the girl who had like the air fart situation. Congratulations on living your best life after 13 years. And who cares? It's fine.
Yeah.
I wonder if you saw him again, actually. So yeah, shout out to you. You are bad friend of the
week. Sorry.
Oh, we didn't even do the song. Okay, we do now. Bad friend of the
week.
I feel like you don't put the effort in.
Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're listening now, subscribe.
Press the button.
Please, and like the video. Thank you. Bye.
No, I say it. Okay, thanks. Bye.